Hello, everybody. I just did 3 spreads and realized I didn't click the go live button. Thanks for waiting for me. You missed 3 spreads. I'm going to do them again. I was doing readings on the coronavirus. So let's see if I get the same cards again. Here we go. Hey, everybody. You got your popcorn and wine. Yay. Coronavirus. So is this a man-made thing, or is this something from the earth? Is it just a virus coming out of the earth, or is this a man-made thing? So sorry you missed the last 3 spreads I did. Let's try again. Is coronavirus, is it a man-made thing to, I kind of wondered, like, was it man-made to stifle protesters in Hong Kong or something, or is this a naturally occurring thing? So it's been on the bottom here. It's been blocked for a while. So I feel like it was blocked in the earth. It was buried in the earth. It's come out now. And then when it had enough support from the earth to come out, then it came out. The challenge is to wrap our heads around it, right? To get our perception of what to do. The truth about this, it's kind of a little bit surprising. Like, everybody wants to think it's man-made. It's not. I have heartbreak here, causing deaths and heartbreak. Here we have working doctors working. This is my card for doctors. Doctors working to bring change with it for how to treat it. There is something new coming up that will end the cycle of the coronavirus. There's something new that will be offered to treat it. So strength from our governments and how to treat this. I keep getting France. I keep getting that France is going to come up with something just like they did with the early studies on AIDS back in the 80s. I keep feeling like France is going to come up with something before everybody else, especially here in the U.S., where Trump has defunded all of Obama's things to help with pandemics. So you guys were asking, do we need to stock up on supplies here in the U.S. so that we don't have to go out and buy things? How serious is it going to get here in the U.S.? Are you guys hearing me okay now that I finally clicked go live? Thank you, Deb. We have Pence in charge. That gives us a lot of peace, doesn't it? So to come up with something to block this virus, the challenge is they're hanging on to their money. They're not putting the money out to come up with something. They're like burdened by the fact that we're not accepting the government hasn't done anything yet. They don't even have testing kits in most of the states. There are only 4 states in the U.S. that have testing kits for it. there's going to be an abundance of people coming out working on this, but I also feel like there's going to be a lot of people who get ill, and in particular elderly people that it manifests in. I do feel like, we're left protecting ourselves. There'll be communications that are given. Justice Card tells me, to find the balance with it. Like they may have some school closings. They close schools here when they have a flu epidemic. So until they get something new and tangible to treat it with, they may be doing a little bullying, like shutting things down. We will transition and get to higher ground. So that tells me, again, they're working on solutions for this. They're going to break it up rather quickly and end of a cycle with the world card. So it will come on very suddenly, but I feel like, they come up with treatments pretty quickly too. So what does coronavirus mean for Trump, since he can't even quote the facts about it? What does the coronavirus mean for Trump? Shut down all of Obama's things to help with pandemics. Very little funding for the CDC. What does the coronavirus mean for Trump? A lot of fighting, arguing. Like everything else with Trump, right? Yeah, he runs the government, and the challenge is to get anybody to work together on it. He is completely clueless and out in the cold about the coronavirus, completely clueless and out in the cold, and bullying, trying to say it's something else. There are doctors, this is my doctor's card, there are doctors who are working on solutions for the coronavirus. I do feel that we will have actionable things that will work for the coronavirus, but for Trump, this could also end up being some legal issues and heartbreak. Something he had control of that he's now manipulating. He's gonna end up having to answer a lot of questions, legal questions about the coronavirus, especially after deaths. It causes big changes for Trump. May not be able to run in 2020. I don't see him running anyway, but you guys know that if you've watched me. So, Trump said the other day that we took oil from Syria and that it's being guarded, which would technically be a war crime. So, did we take oil from Syria, or is that another Trump lie? What's he up to now, guys? 16,000, something like that? How many lies do we know he's told so far? You guys keep Gangatero in our healing circle. She's still suffering with her shingles. I was glad to hear the good news from Psychic Violetta that her husband is cancer-free. So, did we take oil from Syria? There is a plan to. Preparation and plan. Here's the government saying, whoa, wait, you can't do that. We've got a different view on this. It's considered a war crime. You can't manipulate and do dirty tricks like that. I think Trump had to retreat on that. I think we're going to have a whistleblower on that, someone from the inside that knows that Trump planned on taking the oil in Syria here. That he was planning on moving forward with it. Heartbreak, betrayal, and maybe some legal action on that. So let me ask that. Is Trump going to face legal action over his claims that we took oil from Syria, considered a war crime? Yeah, Nina, I get that the coronavirus is not man-made. I get that it's just something that would have occurred naturally, like SARS. So is Trump going to face some questioning over his claim we took oil from Syria? Whistleblower, somebody from the inside that knew what his plans were with Syria. Let's see what that's about. Justice, yep, he's got justice on him already over it. There's Nancy covering him. That's his challenge. Trump thinks like saying things like we took oil from Syria when we left there. He thinks it makes him look stronger, but the strength belongs to Nancy and the Dems here. There's already an offer on the table for Trump. It is something he manipulated, and they're watching him real close. It's a little bit confusing about what they're going to do because it is a lie. I think they have to validate first that no, we didn't take any. But I've got the government moving into action on this to make sure. Yeah, I feel like somebody moves into action to make sure legally he doesn't try to do anything like that. So probably another law or some sort of thing that goes into action saying, okay, you cannot take oil from or anything from a country, put it into writing so he knows he can't do that. So Trump also said that RBG, Miss Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Sotomayor should recuse themselves from his cases in the Supreme Court because they have biases or whatever. He's spilling all kinds of garbage. You guys have heard it. And it's like, well, if anybody has a bias, it would be the two appointed by him, right? Kavanaugh and Gorsuch. So, will RBG and Sotomayor, will they recuse themselves from Trump's cases, the tax cases, and his other cases in the Supreme Court? There's the law. Let's see. Very determined. So there's Trump the liar, right? The little man I heard, the very little man. His challenge is to get the judges to cooperate. So he's got a lot of anxiety over these cases. He thinks he holds victory in his hands, but they're going to shed a light on him trying to manipulate Supreme Court justices. Yeah, he's battling them, but he's delusional. Like this is his wishes. He's delusional if he thinks the Supreme Court is going to fall for that. They're going to spring into action and bring out his secrets. Sorry, Trump. They're not going to retreat on this. They're not going to recuse themselves. The courts are going to tie Trump up. Oh, look at this. Nancy and America get new action, get new information, get the taxes. It's coming out. Oh, I wanted to ask one more question on the coronavirus. Is China hiding figures on the coronavirus? Sorry, I can't talk. Take a sip of tea. Is China holding back some of the figures on the coronavirus? Have they had a lot more deaths than they're saying? Are they manipulating the numbers? Higher deaths fell out. Higher deaths. Yeah, they're taking their times. They're keeping us out in the cold from what the real numbers are, and they are manipulating them. It's causing a lot of confusion. Yeah, government keeping secrets about how strong the coronavirus is. They're going to have a whistleblower about that, though, because somebody's not liking, what they're presenting on it. Satisfaction with that. Somebody's going to leak it out, what the real numbers are. I want to do a health reading on Harvey Weinstein. He got convicted. He's facing 5 to 25 years in prison. His sentencing isn't until March 11th. But I want to do, he's walking around with his little walker and ended up in the hospital after they convicted him. Hey, everybody, it's just joining. Harvey Weinstein. Let's look at his health, see what's really going on with his health. Looking all feeble. He's only, 69 or so, and he's walking like he's 80 or more. He does have some skeletal issues. I think he had a hip replacement surgery or something. He's got some heart issues coming from new emotions. And it's because of the women that he's treated badly purely for entertainment purposes. Only YouTube, the women he's treated badly in the past here. He has some issues with his colon. It's called Justice Came Out, Crapped His Pants. Yeah, they're just watching him to make sure he's balanced and everything's okay. They're going to say they're doing tests on him, checking him out, but, he's the moneyed man that doesn't want to go to jail. He's going to try and buy his way out of prison here. He's just seeking attention. So I don't get he's got all those health issues that should keep him in a hospital. Sorry. It's an act. So let me see if I can get how many years Harvey Weinstein's going to get in prison. Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, he's got more charges in California. Thank you, Vicky, for reminding me of that. Let's see in his New York case, how many years is he going to get? I think it's going to be somewhere, in the middle. He's can get 5 to 25 years. This is a card for me, like it'll be substantial, but not the max. So it's going to be somewhere in between. Eight to 14 years for the old man, and also a big change for the old man. 8 to 14. He's going to try to climb to higher ground by doing the I'm delusional thing. That's why I did this. I'm mentally not stable. I can't. He's going to try to get a lower sentence by saying I'm mentally, am unstable. But he's actually strong. He'll get a little less than maximum, but he's going to jail. And again, there's the 8 card, so 8 to 15. Let's see how his California case is going to go. Mr. Weinstein, how's your California case going to go? Oh, is Johnny in here? Hey, Johnny. Harvey Weinstein, how's your California cases going to go? Do I not have any moderators in? Hang on a second. Let me... Ooh, the comments are going so fast. I can't click on somebody's name to make them a moderator. Y'all slow down on your talking. Connie Brown, I just made you a moderator, if you don't mind. If you do mind, just don't be a moderator. Let's see, who else in here can I make a moderator? Hang on one second, guys. Deb Z, who told me I didn't have a moderator in here, I just made you a moderator. Hope that's okay. Okay, Harvey Weinstein, his California case. Back to that. Sorry, little pause. I know it's not a political reading, but every now and then it's kind of fun to look at something else. Yeah, the tree's still up. I know it's past Mardi Gras. I should take it down now. We had Ash Wednesday on Wednesday. Of course, on Wednesday. Harvey Weinstein, how's your California cases going to go? Oh, put in defense mode again. Looking a little battle weary, probably be in a wheelchair by then. More women, strength with them. He's doing some sneaky things in California. He's trying to pay some of the women off because he's in defense mode. He's charging in. His fortunes are getting ready to change, though. He's not going to be able to affect all of them. Yeah, he's getting separated from his unfinished work. He's going away also in California. Pack his bags. He's moving into jail. And the yes card on that. A lot of illumination coming out on things that he did. He's got big changes in California too. So Harvey Weinstein, he's probably going to live out the rest of his life in jail. Democratic superdelegates. Are they going to try to take Bernie out? You know, we have our delegates and then we have superdelegates. Delegates, if I could say the word. There's some rumors that the superdelegates might vote against Bernie at the convention. So I just want to look. Wouldn't be a good thing if they blocked Bernie a second time. Would not be good for the Democratic Party in general. They need to be careful about doing things like that. I think the DNC is worried that Trump will, try to play up on Bernie's socialism. It's like, I'd rather have a socialist than a communist Russian in the White House, right? So, superdelegates, are you going to try to block Bernie from getting the nomination? Judgment would be on them if they did, and they're also putting judgment on Bernie. Here's the delegates, superdelegates, and the party. The challenge is America and keeping a lid on our emotions, because we would get emotional if they pulled something like that. They've been weighing the odds on this, but they've got a different perception on it now. They feel like there's too much love and support for Bernie. They're also looking at the Republicans and what it would mean for Bernie to run. They feel like it would cause a fight with the Republicans if they shortchanged Bernie by not giving him all the delegate votes. So I get the good news card on that. They're going to move forward, but they're going to have a hard time swallowing it. I don't think they're going to do anything too crazy because they need America's cooperation to get Trump out. I do feel like they're talking in secret. Yeah, I feel like they're talking even to Bernie, like about ending his run, but he's not accepting it. So he's got too much money behind him. People donating $32 at a time or whatever that minimum is or maximum is. Okay, so Trump's attacking Judge Amy Berman and her jury for the Stone trial. Will Stone get a retrial? Judge Amy Berman Jackson is not happy. Is Roger Stone going to get a retrial? Trump is tampering with jurists and putting them in danger. Will Roger Stone get a retrial? Yeah, bullying, trying to bully into a retrial. Yeah, here's Judge Amy. The challenge is to get a new trial, something new, something tangible with her. She's already made up her mind that this is closed, it's ended, it's done with. Yeah, she's already made up her mind, like he's just doing a dance trying to juggle his way out of this. She's going to move forward very firmly, I feel, on this. He's not going to get a retrial. He's going to prison. Yeah, surprise the devil. He's got a transition coming. Yeah, he did too much cooperation, things that he did for a long time, messing with jurists, lying to Congress. So I don't think he'll get his retrial. So let's just see what happens when he doesn't get his retrial. Somebody trying to charge in, do something erratic. Let's just see. Yeah, here's the courts after the trial. He's going to have to wait for a pardon. He's looking for support. He supported Trump, and he's also looking for support himself. He's still in defense mode. He's out in the cold. I feel like they're going to investigate more of the work that he has done. He gets the devil. He gets temperance. So he gets squelched down. And he gets to go away for 40 months. Things come to end. I don't even, I thought Trump would pardon him, but I'm not even getting that he'll get a pardon. It's like he sits in there and then Trump's gone and doesn't get a chance to pardon him. Betsy DeVos is getting in trouble over charter schools again, donating funds, our public taxpayer funds, to these charter schools, and 40% of them close after getting government funds. They're spending money on private jets, tickets to Spurs games. $400,000 of our taxpayer money went to Spurs tickets at a charter school. So she's getting in all kinds of trouble. So let's just see. Is Betsy DeVos going to get kicked out of her position this year? Let's just see if she's going to get kicked out of Secretary of Education. Meanwhile, I got to pay taxes in, and she's wasting my money on Spurs tickets, right? Or the people she's given money to through government grants. Charter schools are a hoax. It's like Trump University. The White House. So it's going to depend on who's in the White House and for how long is what I'm getting. Yeah, she's got support right now. The challenge is to separate her from her position. Even though there's an abundance of information about money news that's come out for the schools. That's my school card. Wow, I just kept going with the story. It was telling me a story here in the future. She's going to face justice, guys. Look at this. Look at the major arcana. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Time's up. Over sources of money gifts that were given. Strength card. It's going to be a strong case that the ultimate liar, the magician, manipulating all the big money. She's not going to like what's offered to her. She gets an offer. Yeah, it's going to be a legal one. Knock, knock, subpoena. Johnny, if you're still in here, read on Betsy DeVos, see what you get. Let's see. I didn't have too much more I wanted to look at. Somebody just asked me to look at Betsy DeVos, or not Betsy, sorry, Letitia James. When is she going to move into action? Now that William Barr has said that there's no investigations on the president during an election year, Betsy DeVos, you got to move into action. Or why do I keep calling Letitia James Betsy DeVos? Letitia James. It's just clear. Letitia James. Get Betsy out of my energy. Letitia James, when are you moving into action? She's been doing this work a long time, or investigations on things going on a long time. I'm getting plans off the ground and celebrating in 3 months. So Mayish, Kind of a surprise, too. Knock, knock, subpoenas. August, September court. Time's up. She's moving into action. Looks like starting around May and then August, like, hello, I got some subpoenas for you. Got a message for you. Maybe you had another good question. I have to back up. Letitia James needs her tax info and stuff. She needs the financials. Let's see. Let's look at the Ides of March. I was watching the astrologer Yvonne Davis again, her video on the Ides of March and Trump. Because it looks like John Bolton's book, astrologically, is a big impact on Trump. Ooh, y'all are asking all the seedy questions tonight. I'm not going there tonight. Was it Tallulah's Tarot has her channel where she asks the seedy questions, her other channel, I forget the name of it. Yeah, does Trump have a Brutus? How's his Ides of March going to be? March 15th. Ooh, America's going to be watching. Let's see. Ooh, some action is coming around Trump. Money, Tilted Tarot. Thank you, Johnny. Tilted Tarot is Tallulah's channel for the seedier side of things. So y'all go on Tilted Tarot and give her some reading recommendations. Something big, money connected, coming out around August 15th. And there's the Fool connected to Trump. America seeing it. Wow. Dark money, my Russia card, shedding a light on it. And there's my Republican card too. Those that were in the inner circle. Yeah, changing perspectives, because of who he's in bed with, and wham, that's going to hurt, Trump. That's going to hurt. Okay, Johnny, your turn on your channel. Do the Ides of March and Trump. So let's just check in. When's he going? My last spread for the night. How's that? When is Trump leaving the office as president? Got a big loss in March. Big loss. doing sneaky and underhanded things in April. Could be sneaking away too. And then there's my yes card in May, shining a light. Still getting like June, July, like right on the cusp of June, July, like he's separated out. That's my divorce card. Somebody asked me, what's my divorce card? Two of Swords. It can be about like you're at a crossroads, you have decisions to make. But for me, it's about separation, divorce, when I'm asking like, when's somebody going to, leave? Yeah, he's got the Tower on him. And then new action comes up. Well, that would be probably Letitia James. Knock, knock. Subpoenas. He's not going to make it through the summer. Okay, guys, I'm going to keep it short tonight. I just wanted to catch up on a few things I jotted down. Thanks for joining me. Thank you to my new moderators who were helping out. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Maybe we can sweet talk Johnny into doing a live stream tonight so we can see what he gets on some of these questions. For those that joined later, I did readings on coronavirus at the beginning. Saw a lot of questions on that. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in the next Sunday night on Johnny's channel, Tarot's Apprentice. We'll see if Becca's back with us. She may be too jet lagged, but we'll check in with her. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to keep Ganga in the healing circle. Good night.